Okay, so I
Before the
finally got
bombs
it
fell.
to work. I finally got
Is there
some
something I can
power.
help you with, sir?
Blimey, what a little
I
rain,
don't.
wind, and weed would do to a place.
Actually, I
All systems are a
believe it or
go,
not, I
sir.
accidentally spawned like 4 liters, and
I must
so
apologize
I
for the
had to
odd
really
noises I'm
save.
currently emitting. A consequence of being mechanical
So
in nature.
I just had to really save. Just
Here you go, Ada. The
there you go.
final radar
That should be
beacon.
it.
I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go.
Now,
Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are no—
Uh-huh. We don't have a choice. It claims we need it to access the Mechanist's facility.
How foolish of me. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that possibility at all. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans, I'm not doing very well lately.
I
Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have gotten this far already.
That's kind of you to say. Ever since I let my friends die in that caravan, I feel like I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Perhaps if I had selected an alternate route, they'd still be alive. Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed me with my personality mode set permanently to disabled.
You shouldn't think that way. Your personality helps you think creatively.
I always considered my personality to be a burden, but I suppose I've been looking at it incorrectly. I really think I needed to hear that from someone else. Thank you. Now I've distracted you for long enough. I'll finish up my calculations while you deal with our new friend, Jezebel. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access to the Mechanist's facility, and we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all.
Steel and concrete. I'm still standing.
well, I would have built. What the hell? Ellen?
Each and every one of these buildings
around
could
the
contain
spot.
a veritable fortune in
Hey.
supplies.
Huh?
This may
Hey
take
there.
a while.
Hey, can we talk now?
Sure, I'm all ears.
Thanks. It's really important. First and foremost, thanks for helping me map the place. I don't really trust people, but you're alright. But listen, something came to my attention. I don't think I mentioned it before, but I met some mercenaries, and they stole my maps. I've known the location of them for some time. I just hope to find them both in one piece. They're probably still inside Quincy. I passed on here when I first came to the Commonwealth, and those mercenaries got the drop on me. I had to run away, and I'd like your help to recover them. Can you help me out?
Absolutely.
Of course I'll help. Count me in.
Thank you. It really means a lot to me. We need to start the investigation there. Since I don't really feel like doing them all up over again, I'd like you to help me. But once...
Can we do this later?
Sure thing. Whenever you're ready. Let's head to Quincy.
Yeah,
Thanks. I appreciate it.
I
The
think
Commonwealth
I'm way
can take a real toll on you if you let it.
Level 26. Maybe, but I think I'd like to level up a couple more times before I tackle Quincy.
And this place make monsters out of men.
That whole area is just tough. Okay. I just put what's on this one. Okay. Nice. There you go. Have fun.
Interesting. This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
Sorry, Your Highness. The Royal Tailor has been quite ill, and I'm afraid the task fell to me instead.
If you're attempting to use sarcasm as an intimidation tactic,
No, this is
I'm afraid you're
fantastic.
wasting your time. Look, it's obvious we don't care for each other's
I
company,
don't like it.
which suits me just fine. So, why don't you ask me everything you wanted to know, and then I'll be on my way.
You aren't stuck here. You could leave if you wanted.
You've created an interesting stalemate between us. Something I didn't expect you to be capable of. I'm impressed. It's been a long time since I've been outsmarted. Why don't you go ahead and ask me your questions?
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating subject. The Mechanist, amazingly adept at programming, a veritable genius with electronics. I'm not surprised you're interested. I've been dutifully carrying out the Mechanist's instructions to help the people of the Commonwealth for quite a long time.
I find that very hard to believe.
I can't imagine why. It's actually quite simple. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of the Commonwealth. By my calculations, the easiest way to help a human is simply to destroy it.
Wow.
There's no point in
That
prolonging
was
a
it.
laughably fragile life. It's the
Wow.
most efficient way to assist them. Any other effort to help tends to result in numerous complex side effects.
I can't deal with this. Just tell me how I can
Yeah.
find the Mechanist.
Very well. Assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to hasten the human's death and put them out of their likely chance of misery than to deplete my limited time. It's
Wow.
actually quite elementary. But
You can believe whatever you want. Just tell me how to access the Mechanist's facility like you promised.
certainly, it's rather simple, really. In order to gain entry to the Mechanist facility, you're going to need to outfit one of your robots with an MSAT modification. I'll upload the plans to your Pip-Boy device. There. I've fulfilled my portion of our agreement. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while and see how things resolve between yourself and the Mechanist.
I know.
Purely for my own amusement,
Yep,
of
it's good
course.
for me.
I suspect you'll have quite a tale to tell once you return. But then again, I'd be surprised if you ever return at all.
Yeah, you're settled now? Ah, you're settled. Wow. It's just well. You are my settled now. Tonight I see, I see what the supply line. Let's see, what are the supply line do? So, I have a supply line between Sensui Hills and... I could use a supply line to complete... I don't know. That's fine for now.
It's a pleasure to serve with you, sir.
Okay.
Be careful, sir. Never know who or what
Might
might
stuff I forgot to pick up. No.
pop out from around the corner.
You ask me, freedom's always worth fighting for.
Yeah. Set up
Jackson assured I was well built for travel. His modifications will be adequate for quite some time.
Hey,
What's this?
I wonder how long
Hey.
my systems
Go
will
ahead.
endure these rugged conditions.
Hey, Valentine.
Hey,
Yeah.
let me ask you
Is something wrong?
something. Well, I sort of had the same question. It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, there's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Huh. You're a tougher nut than I thought. Tougher than I was. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. Folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Broken mask?
This was long before I'd moved to town, but apparently some gentleman type shows up in Diamond City, heads down to Power Noodles. Guess he didn't like the food because he pulled his pistol and opened fire on the folks enjoying theirs. When security finally put enough holes in him to drop him, they say he was full of servos and sprockets, just like yours truly. Seems he malfunctioned, went berserk. It was the first time people realized that synths had stopped looking like me and started looking like them. Considering what these folks went through, I felt real lucky they let me in the front gate at all.
Massacre of the CPG? What's that?
The Commonwealth Provisional Government. Years back, a group of settlements tried to get together and form a coalition. Every settlement with even a hint of clout sent representatives to try and hash out an agreement. Only the Institute sent a representative of their own, a synth. The man killed every rep at the talks. The Commonwealth Provisional Government was over before it even got off the ground. I took up in town not long after. I was damn lucky they didn't just tell me to scram right then and there.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
You took down 4 guys by yourself?
Well, I didn't have to. Back then, synths were even more of an unknown quantity than they are today. I told them I was rigged to explode and started
there
going...
he goes. Bastards.
Beep. Hardest part of that rescue was keeping from laughing as they climbed over each other to get away.
Oh man, now I'm talking to a wall.
You're not a spy, right? Testing, hello. Institute, can you hear me?
Hell if I know. If I am, the Institute's plan to gather intel on all the runaways of the Commonwealth has been going off without a hitch.
Was it hard settling in?
Yeah, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the Synth, but it was Nick the Detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too. That's a long story, but I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
This is story time day? Wait. Well, I was gonna say the stories.
Potholes around here.
Oh, Cosworth?
I trust you've completed your business with Jezebel. I hope she wasn't too difficult.
She's insane. Said she's killing people to save them.
That logic. They killed my friends to save them? Had Jezebel been in my care, I would have decommissioned her. I hope you at least learned how to gain access to the Mechanist.
I'll need to modify a robot to gain access. Jezebel uploaded the plans for an MSAT to my Pip-Boy.
A custom modification that acts as a key to the Mechanist facility. Very smart. In fact, chances are high the MSAT may be required for multiple access points, like a robot identification card. As for my task, I was able to decrypt the signal with the final radar beacon. The source is coming from a Robco sales and service center, most likely a front for a larger operation. It's time to take the offensive. Have you formulated a plan?
I'm not sure.
Yes, the actual confrontation will allow you to make a more educated decision. Now, if you're ready, I believe you. Would you allow me to
Of course, Ada. Let's go.
lead the way?
Okay, so how many people do we have? We have Nick. We have Ellen somewhere.
Careful, sir. You never know who or what might pop out.
And my imposter. We'll figure that out. Ada.
Oh, cool. You're making stuff.
This should prove interesting. I wonder what you'll build next. I'm amazed that the city survived the war without taking a direct hit.
This place is still largely standing.
So this one up, but I got stuff today. It's getting late. Yeah, it's getting late. So let's get it. Yep. Let's make silver pots first. I don't have no water.
Hard to imagine how many people used to live here.
I think we should have some water. Yes. We should have water. Not important too much. That thing. Put it in? No. Okay.
Blimey, what a
Oh
little
my
rain
God.
wind and weed would do to
I slept upstairs. Oh man. Well, on that note, let's do this, guys. Okay. Where is... Oh, wow. Yeah. You know what? I think I'm going to go to the Brotherhood first. Just so I can... What the hell? Don't hurt me. Wait. Woman? Oh. Okay, sorry. Please continue. That's the problem. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the Brotherhood. So I can unlock a little bit of fast travel. If that's okay. Yeah.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge police station immediately for reassignment.
Yeah, it's fast travel. Actually, no, I can't.
Repeating.
I can't because I haven't scheduled.
This is Paladin Dance on
This
frequency
is a bit
95.
close. What? No? Yeah, I can get close. Let's see, where is it again? Yeah, I can get close. So we're gonna do the Brotherhood stuff first.
assignment.
Okay.
Hey, this might seem random, but have you ever had fried shrimp before? I remember reading about it, and I kind of want to know how it tastes like.
No. I still have fried shrimp in my go, God. It's quite good. I like this. Buttercup. I thought it's buttercup. Huh. Stop. Probably fight the wolves. I got 12 freezing clothes, so we're not fun. Oh, that's a legendary. A legendary aspirant? Wait a minute, how can he be legendary if he's just in this yet? Oh, that's not cool. Hello? Oh, I forgot the sandbags. Hello?
Hey,
Paladin Dance is waiting for you inside, recruit.
Are you legendary too?
Burn marks. Must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Pridwin's in town.
Alright, we gotta move the elevator.
Bring me that artifact so I can pack it up
Oh yeah,
and get ready for
forgot I have
transfer.
to do the quest. I'm sorry. Other
Wish
than
I was back at HQ. I feel a lot safer with the Pridwin hovering over my head.
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
Yeah, I just realized that 10 hours ago. Actually, that wasn't that long ago. Like, 2 hours ago. Yeah, 2 hours ago.
The Brotherhood isn't exactly subtle when it makes an entrance.
There's no reason to be subtle when you have that in your arsenal. We call our ship the Pridwin. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on our side.
Yeah, but for who?
That's the plan. If history's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming
Oh,
show
dude,
of
it's
force
like
has
that?
a chance of
Aw,
halting
man.
the conflict before it begins. That being said, you're about to get to know the Pridwin up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
Nice. That one in the table. Good. Supply quick save.
Didn't think you'd show your face again. Ready to clear out another area?
No, I'm not ready. I'll never be ready.
You still here? I'm pretty certain I gave you a mission to
I'm
complete.
pretty certain you can screw off. I'm pretty certain I'll get to it when I get to it.
We've got the airport ruins secured. The perfect staging area for our assault.
Oh. Open the door. Open, okay. Do it. There's no accent at all. Well, let's see that later. That's the
Hey, Ada.
Please take your components, sir.
Thank you.
Hey.
What can I do for you? How can I help?
I no longer require your services.
I hope I've done nothing to offend you, sir. Have a pleasant journey.
Go back to him as I was.
Since we're meant to fly, they would have built us with wings.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals.
What was the what? Sorry. It's not easy. That's sorry. Oh, could be because of I'm running out of memory. That's probably it. Yeah, my memory is at 84%. Probably get rid of some programs. There you go. Now it's back down. Now it's back down to a reasonable amount. Still shopping.
The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from here.
Since I'm using
We're gonna need that engine when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make a difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive.
Yeah, I think my GPU is bottleneck. Nice.
I wish everyone down there believed in our cause, but they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population.
Yeah, my CPU is probably
the Commonwealth is our duty.
Yeah. My CPU is
and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory.
Bottleneck.
We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. He'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions.
dad said. I was too
decent
worried about
parts
the
still
flavor. I
lying
didn't
around
care
here.
about what Dance had to say. I'm a horrible friend. How'd I get out of here? Is it A? It's A. Hello, sir.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted. Welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request. Place the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Prydwen and await further instructions.
How's it going?
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Adder?
So, you're the one Paladin Dance has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Sorry? A little soft around the edges, aren't you? If you want to earn your place... I've read Paladin. You might expect an endorsement like that. The Brotherhood of Steel. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the keep. If you have any...
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I say dismiss.
Yeah. But what the heck? What's Heather doing here? Where did it go? What the hell? What? How did it just show up out of nowhere? How did it even fall down? Yeah. Let's go. Oh. It must have fell. What's her quest? Oh, warp code's right here. Okay. So once Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm just confused. I'm sorry. What the hell is that? That was too realistic.
Welcome aboard. Elder.
Oh, that was just confusing as well.
Piece of
Don't
history.
make 'em like me.
Wow.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our mission. Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their Siths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly.
What a monster.
And many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam.
Ad Victoriam. Ad Victoriam. Okay, let me get something to eat real quick before I talk to you. Just in case, yeah. Good stuff.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Yes.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Pridwin's hull. From the outside.
Oh, wow.
Elder Max. About them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
If you say so.
I can understand your indecisiveness. Turning your weapons on the very same people that you're trying to save can be a bitter pill to swallow.
Does he love the Brotherhood?
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Yes, make us proud. Okay, so... let's see. What the pod and dance. Did we ever do that? Oh, we gotta do it again like that, yes. Now we have to open, I think that would be a miscellaneous, correct? Yes, so let's do that.
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance. If we...
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. I heard that Elder Maxon got that scar on his face from going one-on-one with the Death Claw.
Abomination. Well, good afternoon to you.
I believe we're due for a bit of a chat after you've spoken to Elder Maxon and Paladin Dance.
Yes, yes. You know...
So how did it look out there?
We've got
Paladin
a lot
Dance.
of work ahead of us,
There
brother.
you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
He's a very dedicated man. It sounds like he stands behind everything he's saying.
Of course he does. How could he afford not to? I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
Oh, you're already going down. Spoiler alert.
Don't worry. I'll be careful.
Good. Because we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I don't want anything slowing us down. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor.
I'm already in a suit of power armor.
But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around the ship and get to know it. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. Okay, so we gotta let go of somebody. Sorry,
Heads
Nick.
up. I'm listening.
Sorry, Nick.
Nick.
Something up?
Yeah.
Probably about time we parted ways.
Sure. Suppose I'll head on home then.
Yep, see you in, see you in Hammer's Eye, my friend. Yes. Okay. So, what am I supposed to do then?
Proctor Tegan's looking for folks to procure supply. Supplies from local farms. You should talk to him. Give me.
I don't take my helmet off. Since I'm not really in battle. How do you do that?
A laser rifle and my power armor, and I'll take on the world.
There you go. I don't really need a power on me, to be honest. What magazine was that? Hello, sir.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
As long as it doesn't involve petroleum jelly and rubber gloves, I'm ready.
No. This isn't that sort of examination. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a Vault Dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments or disease-carrying creatures. We don't want a single crewman infecting the entire ship. Anyway, this exam is about you, so have you had or come in contact with anyone carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good.
Well,
Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Those species aren't my type.
Good. I find the practice highly distasteful myself. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
I suppose so.
Good enough. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Will do. Okay, who's nuts?
Proctor.
Ah,
Yeah,
good.
man, this
You're
must
finally
really be
here.
Storytime.
Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What, not even a thank you?
I hardly need to... Oh my. It appears I've mistaken you for someone else. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting.
Are you kidding me?
Would you mind telling me
Oh,
why you're here?
Bethesda.
Just learning my way around the Pridwen.
Learning your way around? Ah, I see.
Oh,
You're the new recruit that Paladin Dance described in his report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Who's nuts on the Storytime tour?
In my experience, hotshots and big mouths end up with a closed casket.
Try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it...
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a Mirelurk.
This is Mom.
Got it.
So... Ooh, food court.
There it is.
Let me take off my...
Thanks, brother. I owe you.
Yeah, never mind. I don't want to lose my legs.
That's why it's called power.
Dumb and...
So what the...
Hardly had a child, it'll be a super mutant.
The Valentine's still around? Oh, let's see this. Slash Mark 2. That's T51. I like mine because it has a Tesla. I like that.
My duty shift was long, but I'm glad we're making a difference.
Proctor Ingram.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
Sounds like you're disappointed.
I'm not disappointed, just surprised. You don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
While you're at it, my car is making this weird grinding noise when I back it out of the driveway.
You're gonna have to take a number. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Would it help if I...
Okay.
Yeah.
Get you off my back about it. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland.
More story time.
Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
That's quite a drop.
The enemy had no way of getting to us up there. It was a perfect liftoff point for the vertibirds. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Your power armor helped you survive the fall?
Yeah, it took the brunt of the impact. But I don't know if I'd call it surviving. The suit was trashed after it landed, and I lost both of my legs. Haven't walked since. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Damn. Oh, wow. Yeah, I can see. I don't want to pick that pocket every. She doesn't have any legs. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That's pretty hardcore. Well, sir.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, gun, a mod, even ammo. You just let me know.
Okay, so. Ooh, got one laser. So good. Got that one. It's time to level up. Gunslinger? Maybe. Do I have stuff to it? Yep, I do. I don't know. That's so good. Ooh, what for that? I'm thinking either Gunslinger 4 or I'll take the boost of intelligence. So I can go for silence. Because I'm going to need it. Especially if we're going to bring along all those laser and plasma weapons. But, you know what? I'm going to go for that. Okay, so what do we have to do now? All the maps. Finally,
Don't let Ingram catch you standing around. You'll be on report before you can blink.
How long is this video? Wow. 1 hour of just dialogue. That's kind of sad.
Proctor Ingram
here's
said
my
she needed
stuff.
this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah,
If you keep hoarding that garbage, you're going to slow us down.
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you know.
Good.
Personal log entry 142. I can sum up living on the Pridwin in 4 words. I miss field assignments. Don't get me wrong, the research we're doing is exciting stuff, but life on this ship is a nightmare. I'm trapped in this metal tube 18 hours a day. I still can't decide who smells worse, the soldiers or the mole rats. And what passes for conversation among the grunts makes mutants seem scholarly. I'm gonna speak to Proctor Quinlan. Field scribes cannot have it this bad.
Looks like somebody is disgruntled. But interesting. Yeah, we're gonna have, I think there are more logs. Honestly, I haven't really explored the Pridwin that well. And I played Fallout 4 for about 400 hours. And I feel like I just haven't explored the Pridwin that well.
System deltas at 100%. Secondary delta standing by.
So hopefully this playthrough I can get there. Well, get to all the good stuff. Because the Pridwin, I love the Pridwin.
Being on a death claw without backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
Tighten up the speed. Yeah, now split the difference. There.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then.
Let's
Shall we?
down
Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips. Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismiss.
Die when you try to get to the vertibird, and just go back up to the pole. So you have to fly back up to the pole just to try to get it. It's just
yeah.
Why?
It's dead. Put one more in its head for good measure.
And get to it. Yeah.
Remember your 3 C's. Radio, rock.
Seen that.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
That's still not the vertibird. Shoot the plane, not the vertibird. No, that's probably my helmet on. I almost forgot my helmet on. There you go. Also, we got parts, but I don't have any. Oh, I have one plus. There we go. Now I have it. My helmet isn't. Oh, it's a bug. So did I put my helmet on? Yeah, it's a bug. It never pressed the button.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sight.
Yeah, that is something. I'm gonna say it because we die. companions. Oh, now you show up. Now you show up. I gotta find my suicide. Not suicide, but the legendary dude.
Being in the open like this is tactically irresponsible.
We really don't have a choice. Oh man, I can't find the legendary. You probably had like a legendary wolf.
This reminds me of my room back home.
What? Pipe sniper off. There he is. Let's pick up the board. Fantastic. Where is he? They all look the same. Dang it. Oh well, it probably wasn't special anyway. Oh, you got some good stuff on you. Yeah, the good stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, I need you. Okay, save or not? Uh-oh. I don't have my quick save. Did I drop it? Might have dropped it. I might have dropped my quick save. Oh god. I'm not with my quick save. Oh no. Welp. Yeah, I accidentally dropped my quick save. Why ain't this a mess? Welp. I wonder what I left. I don't know. Quick save. Well, this is gonna be good. This is truly survival now. Well, maybe I can make a new one.
This reminds me of my room back home.
That sound.
Yes.
What is it?
Really.
Nope. Aha. Quick save has been saved. Now movie save's coming. Can I do it now? Is it gonna save? Nope. Did it do it? Did it auto save? Oh man. Well, what's good? I think I just I'm trying to save scum and it's just not working. This is not working. Yeah, it did work.
This is no game.
This reminds me of my room back
Save
home.
coming for the win.
Really.
Where'd you go? Huh? Gotta find you.
God,
I'll kill you.
this is a lot quiet.
Hey, babe. Wow, the border. Yay. Man, you coming at me with pipe waffles. This is no butter. You really said no butter.
Word came down that the Army just unloaded the first batch of the M42s this morning. I've only seen the specs for these little beauties on paper. Private Bertram and I snuck down to take an early look. When I heard that the eggheads were designing a man-portable nuke launcher, I thought they were nuts. But they actually got the damn thing to work. And after seeing the real thing sitting right in front of me, I think they could be just enough to tip the balance of this war in our favor. I mean, can you imagine the look on the enemy's face when we get dropped into Anchorage carrying these babies? They won't know what hit them.
Yeah, get that right. Ooh, a little. How do we get up there? Ooh, a bicycle. Ooh, 4 freezing cores. Good grief. Wow, I'm never running out of freezing cores. Wait, how the hell? I'm going to suffer. Going to suffer. Gotta go in, suckers. I thought you said. I was about to say. Nothing. Can get up there. I just don't remember how you get up there. Oh well. Come on, guys. Let's roll. Yep. Why do I have a board? I guess that's not the waffle cool worked. No, that's a waffle, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to. Alright. Battle cap. I can't say. Oh.
Quite a bit of trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial.
Not yet. Hold on. How am I not in danger?
You have to come out sooner or later.
Nah, I'm gonna sit right here. Yeah, I forgot there was a missile launcher. Yeah, I remember this. They have missile launchers.
Do you see?
this time.
What's that? Let's play!
One.
Where'd they go?
Might wanna...
You never know what you'll find.
Long live the Brotherhood.
Alright. I guess we're done. Really? There's some more than just a couple of supplements. Yeah, that dude had a missile. I knew he did. What a joke. Well, don't mind if I do. I'm gonna loot this place so hard. Ooh, a safe.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Oh my god. Yeah, they... Man. Good. Yeah.
It's time to go boom. Yeah.
Our dance. Our dance. Run away from me.
Dance?
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
Hate's too gentle a word.
Oh.
These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Makes sense.
Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon.
Yes,
I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
So they can give me that goddamn...
Can we get the stuff back home?
This stuff. This one's what I say. I guess we lost this hot shot here. I called him Mr. Hot Shot. That's funny. This helps.
This reminds me of my room back home. Yes, really.
So I had a lot of blow bags. Wow. I don't want to talk about it. You must have been living with super mutants. Okay.
If we want to win the people's hearts and minds, we have to spread the word, brother.
Yeah, spread the word. Where am I? Ah. only have 17 fusion cores. And the game seems to want to give them to me like candy. Oh no. Oh, I forgot to do a settlement. Who is the settlement? Lots of some knowledge here, so watch out. Yes. Yeah, this is a settlement. Oh yeah, no golden bits. Hello, sir. Oh man, what do you need?
Did the Minutemen send you?
No, I'm just passing through.
Oh, too bad.
Oh.
We could really use your help.
I thought.
They didn't send me, but I am a Minuteman. Is there some way I can help?
We're having a lot of trouble with a group of raiders.
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders for you.
I will do your
good.
random quest.
It'll be a relief not to have to worry about them.
Ooh, this is sit down.
I'm keeping my eye on you. Let's pod and dance.
You should head back to the Pridwin. I'll take care of the shells and the mess.
But you're not even for. Okay. Hey, isn't first? Isn't this city down? Yeah, it's on my way back. This could be the easiest mission yet. Well, all I gotta do is kill some dudes. Then go back to where I had some dudes.
I raced out to an early lead with piece of junk's right behind.
What's this place?
Piece of junk is really showing off those new mods. This is one hell of a race.
I see like it.
It's a great night out at the track. Hey boys.
Lord, but the
remember, we've got new bots in the list for tomorrow. Gonna be a great race.
Not for you.
Damn it! What is it now?
I used to love doing that.
Who the fuck is that? He's in the camp. Call in the bots. Turn him loose.
Turn in the police. Five nets. Wow, you are tough. I don't know. I'm scared now. Nets. Oh, Westy. Walsh. Oh, wow. Bob's uncle. Bob is not there. Next up.
It's ours now.
Who's next? The Boston.
We're not alone. Stay focused.
Oh, pattern dance is fighting. That's great. Next. Oh wow, you survived that. You won't survive that at all. That's a fighting dance. Doing that. Oh my god. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Wow, come on. That's just. Oh, that's not fair. That's not. Oh man, I lost both my legs. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. God damn. That's just not fair. That's not fair at all. Okay, who else is still alive? One random drill.
Damn it! Screw this!
That's Raiders got it. Pod and dance.
I took care of those raiders for you.
Raiders don't scare me. Really? Well, that's the best news I've heard in a long time. By the way, we've talked about it and we've decided to support the Minutemen. I think it's worth giving it another chance. The only way things will get better is if we stand together.
Yes, we have to stand together. Alright, now let's go. Actually, how big is this settlement? Gap. Okay. I'll be back. Yeah, let's go. Let's go anywhere. That's okay. I just fall off. There you go. They're about to start suffering.
It's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Back up. But I don't know where that is.
Our vertibirds should give us the air superiority we need to win this war.
I have no comment.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals.
Vertebrates are like the most fragile things ever to exist in Fallout. But it's ridiculous how many vertebrates have so far out of the sky on this game. It's ridiculous. It's funny, but ridiculous.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100.
Oh no. But what's the vertebrate?
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
I'm gonna get back up there. Okay, I'm kind of vertebrate. It's not the way, is it? Huh? Oh, okay. Where's the vertebrate at? Well, I can't find a vertebrate. Oh, Blizzard. Oh, wait, what?
Greetings,
Blizzard?
Knight.
Bethesda.
This is our supply depot. Unless you're here
Wow.
on official business, I need you to
What's in the mind? What the hell? What's that damn vertebrate at? I know it. How am I gonna get up there? I mean, I could TCR my way up there, but I'll be.
I'd gladly lay down my life if it keeps humanity.
Might be upstairs. Might be upstairs because the market is shifting, so the market is upstairs. Might be up a bit.
I don't know about Scribe Naraya. I think she loves her little zoo a bit too much.
Jump. Yeah, alright. This airplane is too confusing. Okay, that's not the way. How the hell? Yeah, this is too confusing. I don't know where they might be up here.
If it was up to me,
Up here? No.
I'd take every barrel, mutie, and cent and shoot them in the
That's me.
space.
Oh, there it is. Up there. 20 minutes later. Let's get back up.
Hail, Knight.
And then we shall. Is he up here or down here? No, I see him. Mr. Matson?
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these.
Give it
Signal
to me.
grenades can call a vertibird to your
Yes.
location when you need aerial transport.
Yes.
Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it
more
emits.
than 8.
Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team, according to our scribes. The reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the Saints, must be eliminated at all costs.
Wow.
To accomplish this goal, We need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Where do I start?
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
What about those energy readings that Paladin Dance's recon team detected?
Our scribes are confident that the energy readings are from Institute technology, due to the unusually high frequency. But the source is unknown. We're still detecting them on occasion. But by the time we send a team to investigate, they disappear. Just watch your step. I wouldn't be surprised if the energy reading were caused by some type of Institute weapon. Is there anything else?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Reactor at 100% efficiency.
Communications array calibration test successful. All bands nominal.
Okay, so.
Hold up, Knight. Knight?
Huh? Sorry.
Captain.
As I was saying, Knight,
Sorry.
I've received reports that supplies have been disappearing from our supply depot at the airport. I suspect this may be an inside job.
If so, that's a serious security risk.
That's what worries me. If there is a traitor, our entire operation here could be in jeopardy. I want you to take charge of this investigation. Report to Knight Sergeant Gavel at the base. He commands our logistics division. He can familiarize you with his unit and the depot. Beyond that, you have leave to conduct your investigation as you see fit. Report your findings directly to me. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I expect results. See that I get them. Dismissed.
Okay.
Adjusting internal ballonet pressure. Green lights across the board.
Alright.
Hull
So.
plating integrity looks good. No need for adjustments.
That is it. That is it for now. Okay. Wash through. And that's the part. We're gonna get out of here. And we're gonna finish the part.
Ballonet alpha at 93%. Compensate.
Oh, wait. Okay, it's not over yet, Snake.
Delta sequence initiated. Completion time 14 minutes.
To Emma's Island, and then as time we will start, well, finish.